All right. Hello, everybody. We are live and we are here. Good evening to everybody who came in really, really early. Okay. Others already even asking, nag-start na ba? Yes, we just started. And today is going to be very special because we will be talking about common financial problems of freelancers and how to overcome them. So, this is a social empowerment training in line with our mission on really to empower you guys because we know that once you get a client, you start earning, and then afterwards, sometimes it's a little bit tempting to just mismanage our finances. So we have a guest that's coming in, who is coming in later on to ensure that everything that we're going to be talking about is in line with best practices. Okay, so I'm gonna bring her in few minutes. But before we go ahead and do that, please let me know where you're at right now. Okay, if you can quickly mention your city, if you're inside the country, if you're in the Philippines or outside the country, please let us know so we are guided if everybody here is um, Filipino, okay, or others are watching, who are watching are non-Filipinos, okay, let us know. So we will be guided with our conversations here, okay. So we have from Laguna, okay, from Davao City, okay, from Jensan, all right. How about others? Paranaque, okay. How about the rest? Okay, Zamboanga, Agusan, right? So far, everybody's from the Philippines. Okay. We also have Davao City. Okay. Tarlac. Okay. So far, everybody that we have here, Davao, also Laguna, Davao. Okay. Sweden. I believe. Let me know, Pauline, if you can send Tagalog, okay, or just purely English, okay. Batangas, Tarlac, Davao, Quezon, Digo City, Japan. Okay, Arnie, are you Filipino? Leyte, Alabang, Samal. Okay, so far, seems like the whole Philippines and even outside the country is represented. Pasig, Batangas, Cavite. Thank you to the regulars. Okay, hi to you, Annabelle. I miss you. Okay, Annabelle is of course, a Surge graduate and also a dear friend. Okay, Jen San. All right. How about others? Okay, so far, we have everybody all around the country. Kay Cebuana na nasa Japan. Okay, ganun naman pala. Okay, Davao, Ilocos. We also have Cebu. Hi, as the Sassy Social Leads Lounge. Okay. Um, Muntinlupa, Tondo, Cebu. Okay, good evening to you, Dayan. All right. So far, I believe we can go ahead and speak in, Tagalog every now and then. So just like what I mentioned, this is going to be our discussion today. We will be joined in by Coach Hannah. So she is certified coach, life coach, and I'm going to introduce more of her later on. Real quick, let me go ahead and share about our discussion. So we are going to be discussing common financial problems of freelancers and how to overcome them. Okay. This is a social empowerment free training by Surge Freelancing Marketplace. And because this is free, feel free to invite everybody. Please feel free to go ahead and tag your friends, comment their names, tag them in the comment section, share this training so everybody will get insights from this training. So when it comes to Surge, we are an FVA Business Consultancy Corporation company and a tech social empowerment enterprise dedicated to improving the quality of life, commerce, and sustainability. We are the world's one stop freelancing marketplace offering freelancing courses, services, and solutions. Okay, this is me right here. You can call me Grace, you can call me Coach Grace, Miss Grace. Okay, I'm a freelancing thought leader who has been into the virtual assistance world since 2010 and the freelancing since 2012. And of course, as an entrepreneur with FVA Business Consultancy since 2016. And these are my educational background and fields of expertise. Okay. So again, we provide courses, services, and solutions in freelancing. And for today's discussion, we will be discussing your emergency fund. Okay, for a lot of freelancers, sometimes we don't have these. Okay, also building, how can you go to zero, how can you pay off all of your debt. So maybe, you have a current loan, you have a standing debt, maybe a lot of finances going down the drain because of your liabilities. Okay, how can we go ahead and really scratch it out, probably with a given number of time that we can be in zero debt. And then also, how can we diversify our financial portfolio? Okay, maybe in different streams of incomes, and then that we can have money spent tomorrow, today, tomorrow, and in case something goes up. And then also, how can we invest in insurance, savings, and of course, how can we also consider radical giving? Okay, so for all of you guys, okay, I hope that for all of you guys, I hope that we're able to really be a blessing to everybody. Okay, and real quick, just before I'm going to introduce our coach or our speaker, let me know if you can see me and if you can hear me properly, and if you can see also the screen. Please say yes in the comment section so we can be all guided. Okay, again, you can see me, you can go ahead and hear me properly. Please say yes in the comment section. There you go. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you also, Shirin. Okay, may gabi, Annabelle. All right. Thank you for all of your responses. Okay. So allow me to introduce our speaker. Our speaker is no other than Coach Hannah. Okay, she is a wife, a mom. Okay, also a coach, not just in finances but also in life. I did, like, I think a 3 day challenge, mentoring or live coaching with her. I think last year or few months ago. I'm not sure if it's last year or 2 years ago. And she's really passionate about transforming lives, may it be spiritually, financially, or even through mentoring. Okay. And I believe that you're going to really be empowered with her and all of the things that she's going to be sharing today. Okay. Please help me welcome Coach Hannah. Hi, Coach. How are you?
Hi, Coach Grace, and everyone watching. Thank you so much. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Thank you very much, Coach, for being with us today. It's an honor to be here, for you to be here. I know you're very passionate about lives, about
Mhm.
families. Okay, maybe before we're going to share to everybody our discussion, maybe what are the three highlights in your life recently? Maybe you can share today. Maybe the last year, three highlights in your life this last 2023.
Okay. Parang slam book lang yung tanong, Coach Grace. No?
Yes,
Okay, so
yes, coach.
I think the three highlights of my year, probably the last 3 years were the most I had experienced breakthrough.
Mm,
As a mother, I have a pandemic baby. So baka may mga
mm,
nakaka-relate dito, giving birth at a time of pandemic where everything is so uncertain, including finances, our topic for
mm,
tonight.
mm.
Breakthrough in terms of business and starting my
Nice.
a small business and in continuing what I do as a financial planner. And probably the third one is seeing the joy of my kids being active also in their spiritual growth in church and in the ministry. Siguro yung
Mm.
one of my highlights is also getting to know you, Coach Grace.
Thank you very
Oh,
much. Yeah, I love that, coach, because I think it has to do something with the totality of a person. You mentioned about breakthrough in spiritual aspect, breakthrough in financial aspect, because you mentioned about having a baby. Okay, that's such a blessing. Small business. Okay, that's also such a blessing. And on top of what you guys are already doing through financial planning and handling a church, and I believe you will bring so much wisdom when it comes to overcoming common financial problems to freelancers. And you know, like, I'm really happy that you're doing this one because you're very familiar with financial issues, because you talk to a lot of people, okay, and how to create a plan on getting out of those financial crises. So yes, go ahead, coach. Feel free to share, and then we're just gonna be here and listen from your wisdom.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Coach Grace. And so, good evening, everyone. Again, welcome to this session tonight. If you're just catching it now, you still do have time to share this with your freelancing friends. And so, when Coach Grace mentioned that I do know a lot about this, bibigay lang ako ng disclaimer, I am also in the process of learning and unlearning a lot of, things concerning finances. And maybe in a little while, I get to share with you some of our stories and some of the stories of my clients also, of course, in confidential. But let me just share this to you, because we know I can relate to you as a freelancer. I consider myself as a freelancer as well, because out of all the things that I do, I get to be a mom, a planner, a coach here and there, and then a business owner. And nothing is so certain. Okay, so let me just share my screen as we start. Okay. Yeah, let me know if you see it clearly. Type something in the chat, and we'll get started. So first, thank you, Coach Grace, for inviting me here. My time here is, the goal is to really help you navigate this season of freelancing. No, we just came out of a pandemic, right? Sige, I am watching you on my mobile, so ayan. We just came out from the pandemic, and so many things happened. And we just trust that now you're navigating work. Nasa search po kayo, because I know you wanted to upskill, you level up your knowledge, your skills. For what purpose? Probably to monetize it, to earn more for your family. Maybe some of you are employed, unemployed, deciding whether to stay employed or do freelancing full time. Sige nga. While we're just getting to know each other, I want to get to know you too. If you're just doing freelancing part-time, please type it in the chat. If you're a full-time freelancer, you're just starting up, or you're a seasoned freelancer, just go ahead, say something. Yan. And then a little bit about my family. So here's our small family. You see, if you see a family like this, alam nyo na, no? So we're all over. So I can fully relate if you are working from home and you have small kids around you. May nag-online school, may umiiyak, may mga tumatakbo dyan. That's where we are right now. I'm a registered physical therapist, and so is my husband. I'm a certified life and business coach. I'm an insurance advisor. And just like what I mentioned, I'm also a business owner. So, and then I do get to speak to different companies and organizations. And I have the honor of just representing yung mga mothers dito, hardworking moms who are just trying to navigate motherhood, homeschooling, doing business, working for the family, helping their spouses. I fully get all of you. And so, who are excited? Who are excited to just get started in this? No. So again, we are all learners in this arena of navigating finances. As a freelancer, alam ko Serge is always, on the lookout of freedom and flexibility. However, financially, I wanted to really encourage you and challenge you to pursue financial peace. Now, there will always be a time for financial freedom, but you see, it's not about how much money you have. Financial peace is really a matter of the heart. And so I hope throughout our session together, ayan, throughout our session together, thank you so much. I can see your chats. Okay, you'll get something. If only for one major point that you get to apply, okay na po yung investment ninyo in terms of time just joining us here. Because it's not about how much you learn, it's actually how much you take action. Okay, so which part are you supposed to take action on? Okay, so ayan, let's get this. I can see you. You're a part-time. Yes. Okay. Full-time. Yes. Okay. So Francis Bacon said, money is a great servant, but a bad master. Do you agree? Money is a great servant, but it is a bad master. Okay? Tama ba? Because, money is a tool, as we all know. We do huddles, nag-grind po kayo, you do side hustles, multiple clients, and the great reward there is, of course, you get to monetize and be a blessing to your family. But when you put that money, as a master, it can get you into places you don't want to be in. In fact, sabi ni Randall Chongson, anybody here knows Randall Chongson? Okay, he's a coach, a personal finance coach, and he said the way you manage your 12,000 salary will be the same way you manage your 120,000 salary. Do you agree? Nag-agree po ba kayo dito? Yeah, so if you are employed, minimum earning, and you have a strong financial foundation, I would like to congratulate you. Because I know as freelancers, the goal is six-figure salary, right? Kung hindi man seven-figure. We wanted to pursue six-figure earnings monthly, regular for the family. But however, kaya ba nating i-manage itong finances na to? This is what Coach Grace was talking about. You have the capacity, you have the potential to earn as much as you can, as much as possible. The question is, will you be able to really handle it? Will it last your legacy? Will your children benefit from it even when you're not anymore around? No, those are the things that I hope I'll get to be clear as we progress tonight. So in this short workshop, ayan, we'll be talking about the 4 levels of money relationship, the common financial problems for freelancers like you and me. We'll do a financial self-check-up. Di ba? Yung mga doctor, pag meron kang mga nararamdamang sakit-sakit, you go to the doctor and then the doctor tries to ask you, nahihirapan ka bang huminga? Nahihirapan ka bang maglakad? Di ka ba makatulog? Di ka makakakain? And so those are the things that later on I will this is very enjoyable, by the way, that part. And then I'll talk to you about diversifying your financial portfolio. I'm sure you know what a portfolio is, right? So, and then lastly, we will close with practical and helpful tips on how to pursue financial peace or how to overcome those problems. Okay, are you excited? Yan. Okay. So, I want to give credit to Vic Garcia. No? Siya yung nag-introduce dito. Sabi niya, there are 4 types of relationships with money. Okay? So, you can either be a survivor, a pretender. Di ba tunog pa lang parang ayaw mo na, survivor, pretender, a seeker, or an unleasher. Okay? Before I describe any of this, let me tell you a real story. Okay? Anybody here wants a story? Now, last year, a friend of mine, na matagal ko nang hindi talaga nakakausap, one of our young people back in the days at church, sabi niya, Ate Hannah, can you help me? So, what about? How can I help you? Sabi niya, can you help me with my finances? Okay, so help me with my finances. So, go ahead. How can I help you? So, we hopped in a quick call. Ito po yung sinabi niya sa akin. Sabi niya, Ate Hannah, I've been working for 6 years already. Even in pandemic, thank God, hindi siya nawalan ng trabaho. She's working, she's not a freelancer, she has her job, a BPO, pero this is her problem. Sabi niya, I've been working for 6 years already. I still don't have my own car. I still don't have my own house. Sabi niya, and my bank account is has only 4,000 pesos. Sabi ko naman, let's give credit to, di ba? And then the benefit of the doubt din, no? So, okay, what is the real problem here? If you don't have a car, you still don't own a house, or may 4,000 ka. Buti nga may 4,000 ka. Some people, wala nga 4,000 pesos, di ba? If you can really be honest. No? But here's what she said. Sabi niya, Ate Hannah, because I think I'm not disciplined. So I started asking her questions, and then I had to start with the very thing I will be sharing with you later. Sabi ko, do you have a budget? Okay? Sabi niya, actually, ate, wala akong budget. So I do not practice budgeting. So the next question is, do you have sufficient income? And here's what she said. My income is 130 to 150,000 a month. So nagre-range doon. So is it a good amount of income, guys? Good amount na ba yun? 130 to 150. Would you be happy to have that income? And so, by the way, she's a single mom. Okay? And with three kids with her. So, as we rolled through our time together, 130 to 150 income. Itutuloy ko mamaya yung story na to ha. But we were able to figure out the real problem. Okay? The real problem. And then, share ko yon after we go through this. So, which one are you here? Are you a survivor? Okay? A survivor, okay? yung kinikita niya, yung paycheck niya, yung pinapadala sa mga PayPals ninyo is just equal with what you're spending. So you just survive from paycheck to paycheck, payday to payday. That's what it is. A pretender naman is someone, eto na, who spends first. Bago pa dumating yung sweldo, bago pa dumating yung padala ng client ninyo, nagamit na yung credit card, nakapangutang na. And so pag dumating yung payment, ano nangyayari? Kukulangin uli for the next, ito yung mga laging may petsa di peligro, no? So ang ending nito, you end up in a cycle of debt. Uutang ka ulit with the credit card, yan and on. So pretender is you pretend that you have money that you do not have. So you get to spend. And then when your earnings come, minus mo lang siya, ang ending, may utang ka ulit sa susunod. Okay, now the third relationship with money is called the seeker. So you're earning, and then ito maganda. You're earning, and then before you spend, you remove a portion, and then you save it. So you earn, you save, and then bago ka palang mag-spend. Okay? They are called seekers because they are seeking for ways that they can, what? They can use their surplus. Yung nasa-save nila na money. Now, before you think it is the last or the highest level of a relationship with money, hindi po. The last one is being an unleasher. Okay? So, si unleasher, may income kayo, may sweldo kayo, or meron kayong, pay from your clients, and then you get to save, but you don't stop by saving. You also invest that money before you actually spend. Okay, before you actually spend. Now, ang tanong ko, no, tell this to yourself. I need to be brutally honest. If you really want to get a good foundation on finances, you have to start being honest with yourself. So which one are you here? Are you a survivor, a pretender, a seeker, or an unleasher? Okay? If you're comfortable typing it in the comment section, go ahead and type it. If you don't want, by all means, wag nyo na pong i-type. Okay? Just between you and the Lord. Okay? Are you a survivor, a pretender, seeker, or an unleasher? Okay? So, titignan ko yung mga comments niyo if you're able to follow through. But, ayan. So, may mga nagtatype sa inyo, survivor. Okay? But do not worry because when you start applying our principles tonight, from survivor, you can immediately become a seeker or an unleasher even more. O, sige. So, ang theme song nating lahat, I'm a survivor. Ayan. So just go ahead and type it down. It's the start. Go ahead, type it down. So what are your financial struggles as a freelancer? Of course, I did my assignment. I know the struggles of a freelancer kasi nga, I consider myself a freelancer. But if you're in the chat, go ahead and type in the chat. What is your top most, when you talk about challenges, what's your number one challenge as a freelancer? Go ahead. Okay? And as you type it down, I will also want to share a personal story. When I gave birth to our firstborn son, we were in a hard transition, kaming mag-asawa, okay? And so we did not have a regular income. In fact, we did not have a regular work at that time when we gave birth to our firstborn son. So na-exhaust na yung what little we have in our savings dahil nga wala naman. I'm a part-time lecturer at that time. So there were several months that I have money. There were months that we didn't have any income. So nauubos talaga siya, nauubos siya. And I remember one particular time, our baby was still newborn, we were left with our last 20 pesos. Okay? With no savings, no income to expect, and no plan on borrowing money for food. So, naintindihan niyo po, meron kaming baby. My baby was still nursing from me, pero I didn't have money for other things. In fact, kulang yung aking milk at that time. So, I had to buy S26. No? Sino mga mothers dito who are still nursing their babies? So, S26 at that time is already 1,000 pesos for one box. Okay, one box. And we only have 20 pesos at that time. And my husband, I'm a pastor's wife, by the way, and sabi niya, no, we're not gonna borrow money for food, not out of pride, but because we wanted to trust God. We were in a very hard season that time. Itutuloy ko yung kwento ko mamaya, but you have to stay until the end because I will be sharing with you what happened. And I also want to give you a gift if you're able to stay until the end. Okay? So, ang daming mga survivors dito. And one of you said, okay, expenses, bills, na behind because, ayan, you're losing clients during the pandemic and it feels like starting all over again. Nakaka-relate tayo dyan. I'm sure maraming nakaka-relate sa atin dyan. And so let me just walk you through some of the financial struggles of freelancers. No? As if you do not know. Pero let me just walk through it. So of course, we had to battle irregular income. Okay? So irregular income basically because there are times that you have more clients and then there are those days na parang nag-ghost tayo, ano? Okay, na walang masyado or natapos na yung contract natin. Next, inconsistent workloads connected with that. There are those months that you're very, very stressed because of all the demands. And then the following month, wala naman tayong tinatrabaho. So we have to still market our services. Ayan, okay. And then, of course, another challenge is we're going to talk about financial planning. Pero come to think of it, one of the hard challenges of a freelancer is the difficulty in saving. Why? Because we don't have consistent incomes. Okay? Kaya po, if you're familiar with the famine and feast, okay, lifestyle, no, feast muna. If you have a lot of money coming in, a lot of clients, you get to live in feast. Lagi tayo naka-buffet, bumibili tayo ng mga bagay na hindi natin kailangan, okay? But when we are in a famine season, parang hirap na hirap naman tayo. Sobra na, puro dilata na lang yung kinakain natin, no? Not because we wanted that, but because we have no choice. Probably, no? Some of us here. Okay? Or, ayan, sabi ng isa, like me, I don't like to borrow money. Of course, tayo naman, di ba, as much as possible, mga Pilipino, matiisin talaga tayo, no? Kakainin mo na lang, ibibigay mo pa sa kapatid mo, sa mga magulang mo who needed help also from us, which makes it more difficult to save for yourself. Okay? And then, next, lack of benefits. Kasi nga, you are technically self-employed. You don't have an employer providing for you yung mga leave ninyo, di ba? Wala, pag nag-leave ka, di wala kang trabaho, walang sick leave, walang vacation leave, unless na lang sobrang bait ng mga clients ninyo, no? No benefits, no SSS, no pag-ibig, unless you become a volunteer payer. Okay? Late or non-payment of clients. May mga nakaka-relate ba dito? Type something in the chat. Okay. Masakit ito, no? When you have already included that in your monthly budget and yet the money never came in. Okay, taxation, because you are responsible for filing your own taxes and it could be a struggle. That's why you focus on things that you can do, no? Bibigay ko na yung ibang tips no ahead of time and baka makalimutan ko pa. You look for somebody who is skilled in doing this and be willing to pay the right amount for this work to be done. Okay? And of course, this wala tayong employer. There's no employer-sponsored retirement plan. Okay? So, because you are your own boss, di ba? We pride on that. We are our own boss. We have freedom, we have flexibility. Now, this is going to be one of the biggest challenges. Because when you choose to retire, I hope you will not be forced to retire. But when you choose to retire, it will be our responsibility to plan for it. When? Now. Okay? And then, of course, a lack of financial education. Okay? Parang ganito po yan. Hindi ko natatanungin kung sino dito tumataya sa loto. No? But, if I can hear news here and there, no? Kanina lang, a millennial won, I think, 36 million pesos in lotto. Okay? So, a lot of people who have received big money, such as yung mga winners sa lotto, okay, in a matter of how many years, ended up becoming broke, more broke than before they got the win. Ulitin ko po, marami sa mga nakakuha ng mga big money, a lump sum of money, a big money, without proper financial education, they ended up broke. They bought houses, cars, went to casino, treated everybody, gave money to everybody, and then ended up 5-10 years forward, they ended up broke as a joke. No, sana hindi na lang daw sila nanalo sa lotto. Okay? Because of what happened to them. Now the problem lies with the way you manage your money. So, are you still there? Okay. Are you getting something from here? Ayan. So, let's have a quick self-check muna. Now, I want you to put down your phones or bitawan niyo muna whatever you're holding on kung kumakain kayo. Just very quickly, raise your hands like this. Itong nasa picture. Okay? Okay? If you're doing this already, type in the chat ready so I know if you're still there. Taas nyo lang po yung kamay nyo like this. Okay? And then type nyo muna dyan, ready. And then do like this. Okay? So for every yes, I want you to put one finger down. Put one finger down for every yes. So I will show you 10 items on our self-check list. Put one finger down if you're doing it. Okay, ready? Judy is ready. LV is ready. Aaron is ready. Jacqueline is ready. Okay, so let's get this going. Okay, Janet is ready. Okay, so 10 fingers up. Very quickly, are you practicing budgeting? Do you practice budgeting? One finger down if you are. Okay, practice budgeting. Next, do you have an emergency fund? Check. One finger down if you have an emergency fund. Do you have a habit of saving? Okay? So, hindi yun nag-iipon ka lang tuwing January, tapos unti-unti, February, nawawala na. Padating ng June, ano nga yung savings? Asan nga yun? Okay, put it down. Next, are you debt-free? Wala ka bang utang? Okay. Now, I am not going to touch the utang when it comes to mortgage or car loans because and probably yung mga kailangan yung gadgets, no? Because those are part of the business, okay? Or yung mga loans na mahaba, it's just part of proper financial planning for your family. Now, I'm talking about debt. Okay? Debt na dapat wala ka. The bad debts that is cracking your credit cards or, buying craps that we do not really need. Okay? Yan. Are you debt free? Next. Do you have a financial coach or do you have someone, teaching you about finances, probably a mentor that you look up to listen about finances? Okay. Do you already have a personal life and health insurance policy? Because, as freelancers, you don't have that benefit. So I wanted to know. Life and health insurance, put down your finger. Next, do you have a retirement plan? Retirement plan. Kasi nga, as freelancers, we have no employer-sponsored retirement plan. So I wanted to know. Okay? Next, do you have more than one income stream? Okay? More than one income stream. Okay? So, nag-a-apply ba yung more than one client? I could probably say yes. Okay? More than one client, probably yes. Especially if your client, parang you get to have like a full-time pay with one and then you have another one, go for it. It could be a business or other gigs. Okay? Last two, do you have passive investments? Okay? Are you earning money even when you sleep? And I'm talking about probably properties that is for rent, or do you have mutual funds? Do you have, forex or crypto here and there? Passive investments that is earning even without you actively working on it. And lastly, are you giving generously? Are you giving generously? Whether sa kapatid, sa mga magulang, sa mga charity, or the homeless, your favorite foundation, are you a generous person? Okay? Ayan. Now that we're done with the 10 points for self-check, I wanted you to start counting how many fingers were left. Okay, how many fingers were left? Kung hindi naman kayo magkakakilala sa chat, could you just type in how many fingers were left standing? Okay, can you type it? Hi, Jonah V. Hi there. Okay, so go ahead. I-type nyo po how many fingers were left standing. Standing strong. Okay, the goal, of course, is sana lahat ng fingers nyo nakababa, no? And I would like to congratulate if that is you. Si LV has 4 fingers left, which means a big more than half you were able to set. Okay. Thank you, Judy, for being honest. Okay. So, yung 8 daw na iwan. Okay. Dito baliktad ha. Dapat mas konti yung naiiwan. Okay. May naiiwang 4, 2, yung isa kalahati. Okay. Good job. Okay. 3. I can see. Just go ahead. When you type in there, it just shows that you are still here. You're actively participating. And, yun. Oh, nako, malungkot yung isa, 6 lang daw siya. Do not worry because for as long as you're willing to learn and apply what you're learning, you will not stay in that level. You will not stay in that situation. Believe me. Okay? So, yung mga 5 pataas, okay, there is hope for you. Tell that to yourself. There's hope for my finances. Okay? So, thank you so much. You can continue typing there. Okay. Sabi po ni Benjamin Franklin, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. That's why you being connected to Search, whether you're joining itong mga free sessions na to, or you're paying their courses, or you're there until the end, until apprentice, until you finally get your first client, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. In fact, if you want to earn more, you have to learn more. Pwede niyong i-type yan. Okay? If you want to earn more, you have to learn more. The more skills that you get to practice in your career as a freelancer, the more money you'll be able to bring home for your family. You just have to really wait for that time as you work on it. Okay? The more you learn, the more you earn. It's very simple. Okay? So, we're going to talk about financial planning and how to overcome yung mga problems that we discussed a while ago. But the true financial planning, I saw one of these a financial advisor too. The true financial planning prioritizes the protection of the financial builder. Am I talking to breadwinners in the room? Okay, let me know if you're a breadwinner. Type nyo naman sa chat, BW. I'm catching you from Facebook. So if we are in YouTube or in somewhere else, no, hi to all of you. Okay, just go ahead and type something. Okay, if you are a breadwinner, okay, many people are depending on your income. Could be your children, your siblings, your parents, yung aso ni ng kapitbahay ninyo, o marami kayong mga alagang fur babies dyan. Just type it in the chat. I hope when you type it in the chat, you get to feel what others are feeling as well, that you are not alone. So the goal of true financial planning is to protect you as a breadwinner who is also a freelancer. Okay? So, sabi ni Coach Grace kanina, I will share with you the basic way, the most basic way of diversifying your portfolio. There's a saying na, do not put your eggs in one basket. You know that, right? So, ang ibig sabihin lang nun is that you do not want to put all your money in a single vessel. Because chances are, pag nahulog na yung lalagyan na yon, yung basket na yon, then all of your money is gone. Okay? So, diversifying or putting your money in different vessels, different jars, different baskets, wallets, envelopes, whatever you have there is very important. Okay? Ang goal kasi ng pagda-diversify, paghahati-hati ng money is to avoid major losses. Okay? So, here's the basic thing I teach my clients or I teach my students in financial planning. You should have money, okay, for the things that you need to spend today. Ang tawag natin doon, liquidity basket. It's money readily available for you. And that includes emergency fund, guys. Okay? So you have to have money spent today. Next, you also have to have money that you spend in the future. May mga nagsisave ba dito? Okay? And so I'm sure you're saving money because you want to use it in the future. Whether college education, retirement, travel fund, whatever you have in your heart. Okay? Ang tawag natin sa basket na yon is the growth basket. It's not supposed to be kept in your savings account lang. You should be able to make it grow to maximize its potential. Okay? And lastly, you should also have money in case something goes wrong. And we don't want this, no? Tayo naman mga Pilipino, very, ayaw natin yung knock on wood, ayaw natin yung may mangyaring masama. But come to think of it, who thought that a pandemic that global would really happen? And marami po akong kakilala, sadly, even friends died out of COVID. And if you are still listening here, you are actually blessed because we were able to get through that together. Okay? So money, since we're talking about money in case something goes wrong, ang tawag po doon is protection basket. You don't have that full money to cover everything, no, that can go wrong, but at least you have a portion of it allotted for that. So, let's make it more parang practical and basic for us. So, ang trabaho nating mga freelancers is to really work hard. Work hard and work smart. Okay, that's why you're learning all these things. But as you work hard and work smart, you also have to save money. You cannot just use money for today. There should be money for tomorrow and money for things you don't want to happen. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin? Very basic. I want you to write it down if you're taking notes, ha? Number 1, you should have an income buffer. Freelancers, we don't have regular income. Okay? But I do encourage you to have 3 to 6 months of your expenses, monthly expenses, kept in a bank account that you can easily access. Mamaya, when we still have time, I'll walk through it. I know why and how you can start. Next, money for your goals. Retirement is a goal, right? You don't want to work forever until 90 or 100 years old. So you may want to start measuring magkano ba yung gusto kong ipuning retirement? Magkano ba yung kailangan ng anak ko when he goes into college in 10 years? Those are life goals. Magkano ba yung bahay na pinag-iipunan ko? And how can I start planning if I want to buy it 5 years from now? Okay? And then lastly, the most cost-effective, okay, to protect your life, okay, or contingencies is still insurance. Now, I'm an insurance advisor, but I'm not gonna sell anything to you. I really want you to understand this. And mabuti nga, because I do not know you, and probably some of you, or most of you don't know me. So I can really tell you what you need to know about it. And then it's up to you to explore your options, okay? So, what are the practical tips? Okay, what are the practical tips that we can start doing to overcome, yung mga problems common to freelancers? And then how can we pursue financial peace? Okay? I want to see the hands of rookies freelancers dito. When I say rookies, you're just in a 1 year and below. Okay, just type it in the chat. Rookie. Ayan. Yan. 1 year and below. And then if you're mga 2 to 4 years, how do you call that? Beginning pa rin siguro yun, no? 2 to 4 years. Okay, but if you're 5 years and up, just type it in the chat. Okay, you're a seasoned ano ka na, freelancer. Okay, so I wanted to know who are the beginning, the rookies, the ones who are in the 2 to 4 years or probably 5 and up. Okay, I can see you. I can see you. Go ahead. Okay. So gusto ko lang malaman, like, where are we starting right now in preparing your finances? Alam niyo, maganda kausap yung mga rookies eh. Why? Because you're so eager to earn. And when you're starting to build your foundation financially, the better chances that you don't get to end up in a miserable state when it comes to money management. Okay. So the greater the chance that you can really build a strong financial foundation. Okay, 6 years but still feeling rookie. Walang problema po dyan. Okay? In fact, even if you've been long in the industry, no, you can still fall into a trap of debt. And nakakalungkot po because I've known some people, and even in social media, who have fallen into scammers, the hand of scammers. Hard-earned money, okay, long-saved money, fell into the hands of wicked scammers. Okay? Na nagkalat po ngayon, lalo na magpapasko. And so I want you to use the wisdom and the practical financial tips added together so you can avoid that. Okay? So the first practical tip I want you to do is to budget like a boss. Okay? Budget like a boss. Why like a boss? Because you truly are your own boss. I don't know if you realize that, but if you're a freelancer, you are your own boss. You don't have an employer that is committed to giving you the benefits, to helping you. You help yourself. You provide for yourself. So I want you to budget like a boss. Okay? So how do you do that? Yung mga hindi pa po nagbabudget, no? To be honest with you, it's one of the things that nahirapan ako to start with. But when I started budgeting, whatever little that I have earning before, no? Kasi sabi ko nga sa inyo, back when I started the story, we came from a 20 peso only money for a family of 3. When it was my newborn son. So I want you to budget and own your freelancing business because you are your own boss. Okay? Yes. Determine your take-home pay. Okay? Get the paper. Determine your pay. Client 1, client 2, client 3. Okay, client 4. Dami na. Okay? And then, I want you to take a pulse on your current spending. So, I want you to track, at least for the last 1 month, kung kaya pa ninyo. How much is your bill for water, electricity, internet, house rent, eating out, grocery, spa, lahat ng ginawa ninyo, nagbayad kayo ng mga credit cards ninyo, just take a pulse on your current spending. You get to see if you are a survivor, pretender, a seeker, or an unleasher. Okay? So, When you do this, nakita mo na yung income mo, nakita mo na yung expenses mo, then I want you to follow the simplest. There's so many rules in social media, no? The simplest is the 50-30-20 rule. Coach, do we still have time? Okay. The 50-30-20 rule. Okay? Alam nyo ba to? It's very simple. Okay? 50% of your income should be enough to cover your needs. So if it's not yet enough, probably you have to consider more streams of income. Okay? 30% you should be able to manage paying for your wants, no? Your entertainment, your hobbies, you want to eat out, nandyan yon. But 20%, if you really want to spend or prepare for the future, retirement, educational plan, and all, 20% should be saved and invested. Saved and invested. Okay? So that's 50-30-20. Paano kung may utang ako, coach? No? Of course, you have to adjust it. Utang is part of the needs for me because it's when you borrow, you have to be able to pay. Okay? So, pwedeng maging 60-20-20 yan. Okay? It's up to you. Okay? So, the point here is you should be able to navigate and you dictate where the money would go. Because if you don't do a budget practice, you will wonder where your money went. No, it's not my saying. Naririnig niyo na yan in the past. If you don't tell your money where to go, you will wonder where it went. Okay, so this is very very important. Are you still there? Okay, follow the simple steps. Regardless if you're a rookie or a seasoned freelancer, this is something that you can apply starting today. Okay, today. Number two, freelancers, since we have we have income that is unpredictable, okay, famine and feast. Remember, you have to set up your own emergency fund. Okay, so emergency fund, hindi to lumalabas kapag may sale, kapag may big 50% discount ng shoes. Hindi siya emergency, okay? Emergency, and how much is that? It's 3 to 6 times of your monthly income. Now, if you have a regular income, 3 months is enough. But for us freelancers, you have a variable income, you have to be able to set aside 6 times of your monthly expenses. Take note, not monthly income, monthly expenses. So for the sake of computation lang, if your monthly expenses at home is 50,000 pesos, okay? But more or less, kung nandun, you just compute your own, okay? So 50,000 pesos, you should be able to save or set up 300,000 pesos for emergency. Okay? Nagkasakit ka, you don't want to bother, you don't want to borrow money, you don't want to worry, paano kung walang income, can your kids still go to school? Can they still feed themselves? May grocery pa rin ba kayo? Emergency fund comes out. Nasira yung sasakyan mo, emergency fund comes out. Kailangan bumili ng bagong baterya ng kotse, emergency can be touched. And then you return it as soon as you can. Okay? So, Coach Hannah, hindi ba masyadong malaki yun? Yung 6 months of monthly expenses. I'm just beginning. I don't have a regular stream of income. So, let me just encourage you. Okay? If you don't have an emergency fund yet, I challenge you to start setting up a 30,000 emergency. Huwag naman 3,000. 30,000 emergency fund. Like 1,000 per day within the next 1 month. Okay ba yun? Can we have a deal with this? Okay? Start setting up at 30,000. You can probably pull up a garage sale, sell a gadget you're not using. Pag may pumasok na income that is beyond your expenses, put it aside as part of your emergency fund. What can a 30,000 peso emergency fund give you? It can give you some sort of financial peace. Okay? Na ma-absent ka, wala ka ng sick leave, meron kang pera. Emergency. No? Nagkasakit ka anak mo, you bring to the hospital, you bring them, you have an emergency fund. And then, when you have finished the 30,000, set it aside. Huwag nyo siyang ilalagay sa bank account where you also get your expenses. Put it in a separate account. Hopefully, that will yield more interest, pero can easily be retrieved when you need it the most. Okay? And then, slowly build up to your targeted amount. So if you're targeting 300,000, just do the discipline. Just build the discipline. Probably save 5,000, 10,000. Okay? Something that will not really affect your budget big time, pero you can build up, okay, until you reach Okay, your target emergency fund. Okay? Okay ba tayo dito? Are you still getting something out of this? Okay? Next, so emergency fund, start with 30,000, set it aside, probably pay some of your debts, no? I will not even ask you to show your hands kung may mga utang po kayo. But one of the simplest ways that you can do if you are paying a bad debt, wala naman talagang bad and good debt, no? There are actually debts that are good, especially when you need it so you can earn more. You had to buy a new laptop, nangutang ka. You had to buy a table for yourself so you can be comfortable, you can do your work well, then you have to pay it down. But if you are racking up on purchases that is not needed, is gaining so much interest in your credit card, I remember what my mentor would say, you have to cut that credit card and you have to give your best effort to pay it as soon as possible. If you really want to be financially free or peaceful, credit card will not really help in the long run. Okay? So what can you do if you have existing debt? Yeah, thank you, Claire. If you have existing debt, I want you to make a list of your debt. Ilista nyo lang, kahit sa anong papel. Lista nyo lang siya. And then, from the smallest to the biggest. Okay? And then you allocate probably 5 or 10% of your income to paying the smallest debt. Okay? Pag nabayaran nyo na yon, huwag nyo itigil yung 10% for debt. Just use the same amount and add a little more and tackle the next bigger debt. Because bakit yung smallest? Diba dapat yung biggest, coach? Kasi, when you get to finish one, you get encouraged that you can do the same for the next one. Okay? So it's like celebrating small wins when it comes to debt. And true enough, you do that discipline until the end and you'll see yourself fully paid off. Plus your hard work. Okay? So malapit na tayo matapos. What should you know about savings naman? Now, save ka na ng emergency fund, you have you're trying to pay your debts, okay? I can see my mother is watching here. Hi, mommy. Okay, so what should you know about savings? Okay, interest rates rack up too much debt. That's why you don't want to be in debt for a long time. Kasi money na yon for your retirement, money na yon for your kids. So, okay, tackle it with so much enthusiasm as you would find your clients. Now, the best time to save is now. And saving is a daily conscious habit. Or every payday, make it automated if you're having a hard time saving manually. And this one is very important. As an insurance advisor, I couldn't emphasize this more. For freelancers, wala po tayong boss, who would give us other benefits except ourselves. And since you are your own boss, I would challenge you to really give yourself that benefit. Okay? Be a voluntary pag-ibig payer, SSS, and then you protect your income against the sad events. SAD event stands for sickness, accident, and death. Okay? You don't want this to happen, untimely death, but better protect yourself because you are the breadwinner of your family. Okay? So ito lahat ng mga expenses natin, freelancers or not. You have to pay for food, shelter, clothing, medical, transportation, correct? May kuryente, may tubig, you have obligations probably to your senior parents. If you're part of the sandwich generation, all of these. Your dreams and goals, may phone ka pa, may internet, baka may maid or yaya pa kayo that you need to pay so that you could work. And then yung panghuli, yan yung last priority natin. Kasi sabi natin, expense lang yan. May buhay pa naman ako, okay? But I would like to really affirm the value of getting yourself protected. Because once you're taken out of the picture, you're the one who brings the provision for the family. Nawala ka or you lost your ability to work because of a disability or sickness, it will now be the insurance benefit who will be able to cover your expenses at least for a period of time so you can focus on your recovery. Okay ba yon? It is the only expense that will later on become an income to your family when you cannot anymore provide for them. Okay? I hope you're there. I hope you're getting this. So I would encourage you as a financial coach, go and talk to somebody that you can trust, a financial advisor that you can trust, and know your options, how you can get yourself protected, because you are the asset of your family. You're the best asset. So just a rule of thumb, if you are considering this right now for insurance, okay, if you have never had an insurance in the past, magkano ba dapat, coach, yung tina-target namin? Ang mahal naman. Of course, there is a budget for every, you know, for every need. But at least if you want to cover life, or you want to have a death benefit for your family, dapat it should be 10 times of your annual income. Okay? For income protection against illnesses, critical illness, 5 times. Ayan, 5 times of your annual income. If you're starting to plan for retirement, 20% of your income should be saved for that purpose. Itinatabi nyo na rin po yan ngayon. While you are still earning, while you are still, you have your clients, go save. And then if you are preparing for your kids' education, 5% should also be saved for that purpose. O ayan. I will surely get an insurance once makauwi na po ako. Yes. Okay. Can I answer this question? What kind of insurance do you recommend for freelancers? That's a very nice question to ask. No, because freelancers, again, the income is up and down, up and down. Find an insurance that will cover your income. That's number one. So dapat yung coverage tama. And then find an insurance that meets your budget. Do not get an insurance that is the lowest. It's not always the right. Kasi lowest nga siya, but when the time comes that you need it, nakita mo hindi pala siya enough. But do not also get an insurance na sobrang laki, hindi mo na mabayaran when lean months come, because it will lapse and you will lose big money when that happens. Okay? There are at least 3 types of insurance. You have term, which is renewable yearly. Okay, there's a traditional whole life. You pay a fixed amount for a period of time, pero you will be insured for about 88 or 100 years. Na mabuhay kayo talaga hanggang kailan nyo gusto. And of course, recently, there are insurances that is coupled with investment. Okay, so each insurance serves a different purpose. So if you're a freelancer, tapos you don't have regular income, you may want to consider term. Kapag malaki ang dependents mo, pero maliit ng income mo, go for term. That's maximum protection at the cheapest price. But if you don't want na maglalapse yung policy mo if you're not able to pay, you might want to consider insurance with investment or VUL. That's it. Because it's not easily lapsable kapag na-delay po kayo ng payment. Okay? I hope I was able to answer that very quickly. We can have another time to go deeper into it, but I hope nasagot ko siya, Sir Alex. Okay? So, as I wrap this up, okay, the 3 habits of money-wise freelancers. The habits. Number 1, they plan and budget wisely. Next, they live within their means because you don't want to rack up debts on credit cards. That's something na will gain more interest. And they always find additional income sources. Diyan magaling ang freelancers because you're not satisfied with just one client. You want to add more. But again, you have to make sure that you get to rest and enjoy those blessings as well. Okay? So, lastly, okay, these are my final tips for you before I call Coach Grace to come in again. You have to track your income versus expenses. Nobody will be doing that for you. You budget like a boss. There's so many digital budget trackers. You can find free ones. Just do your research. Save at least 3 to 6 months of your expenses for emergency fund. If you are starting from scratch, aim to have a 30,000 emergency fund immediately and slowly build up. Save as much as you can. Yung delayed gratification, yung mga iPhone 15, okay lang din yan. But if there are more important things to invest on that will increase in price, okay, in the future, go for it. And then diversify your portfolio. Try to research, investigate, protect your income. Okay? Because you are the best asset of your family. If you are taken out of the picture, no one else can replace you, but financially, they will be devastated also if there is no sufficient coverage po. Okay? There's a question here. Sir Alex, siguro sagutin ka to later when Coach Grace comes in, ano? But, here are several things. One thing lang po that maybe that comes to my mind right now. Coach Grace, if you want to join me here, please join me. And one of the things, ayan, one of the things that I came to realize is that freelancers, you are very much, what do you call this? Coach Grace, yung nanggigigil talaga to find clients. You know, the potential is so big right now. Digital, everything is on social media. You are in the right hands of Search Freelancing Marketplace. You have access to all their courses and to even to have work after this. So you have to realize your fullest potential. But without the proper foundation financially, madali siyang mawawala. And you don't want your hard-earned money to fall again into the hands of a scammer, wicked people. And there's so many. So, those are the things, no? Coach Grace, may mga tanong lang dito, no? But
Yes,
yeah.
go ahead, coach. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, we if you're done, we can just jump right into question and answer.
Okay. I'll just
Mm.
share my final slide then, siguro
Sige,
here.
sige, go,
Okay?
coach.
So, this is my final slide because I am very much into encouraging people to generously give. And I'm not just talking about finances here, guys. No, I'm here, and Coach Grace did not pay me anything to be here, but it is also my heart to be able to share with freelancers like you, mothers and fathers, hardworking and loving mothers and fathers, to be financially prepared. And so is Coach Grace. She's doing this, to be able to help as much as possible. So a generous person will prosper. So I do encourage you, when you have more than enough, not only for your brothers or sisters, no, ng mga pinag-aaral ninyo, or to your parents, or to your charity or ministry, be in that cycle of generosity. I have never seen a generous person lack anything in his life. Surely there will be people who will help you when you go through that. And so, you remember my story, our 20 peso story? We don't have money at that time, Coach Grace. Di ko alam kung if you have had some stories in the past like that. But we just started to worship and pray. I remember at 3 in the morning, my baby started to cry, wanting for the formula milk. Wala kaming maibigay. And then we were just there praying and saying, Lord, even if we go hungry, we will still not stop thanking you and praying and worshiping you. So nakatulog na yung anak namin sa pagod. The following morning, my sister-in-law came in with a box of milk for our son. 2 to 3 days after, a family member sent us 20,000 pesos. Sabi ko, para saan po ito? Sabi niya, buy whatever you need. So from 20 pesos to 20,000 pesos, just because we trusted God for money that we don't have. And I couldn't remember a time anymore na bumalik kami in that status. We realized that the more you give, the more it has the capacity to come back to you in a form of client, in a form of business opportunities like that. So, Coach Grace?
Yes, I totally agree with that, coach. I think that's how you position yourself to prosper.
That's
Actually,
right.
you go always on the opposite sides. Kung wala ka, give. Kung
Mas
feeling
lalo kang
mo you're
magbibigay.
sad, go ahead and be happy and be in the mode of, yeah, this the opposite.
And,
Um,
and even sharing your clients, no, you cannot
mhm,
serve all clients. You have to be able
mhm,
to share that to other freelancers, no?
mhm.
Yes,
True.
Coach.
That's how you can actually also be more blessed and be have long-term clients as well. Okay,
Yes.
thank you very much, coach. I believe a lot of people had experience really good insights from you. Thank you for not just a well thought out really guide, but may mga practical steps talaga on how they can, like really from understanding what type of spender, okay, or what type of how are you managing your finances, even into like how can you diversify, ano yung mga practical steps, saving, emergency funds, and all. So I hope that this really is a blessing to everybody na nandito ngayon kasi yun nga yung parang very desire natin in doing this one, that we're not just having the capacity to earn, but to really manage our finances properly. Okay,
That's
so a
right.
lot of people are saying, wow, thank you, coach. Okay, so this is all worth it. Okay, so thank you for
You know?
um, all of these responses and warm responses. Maybe if you can give us 5 minutes. Okay, I know we're a little bit over time. It's a jam-packed
And they're
siya.
staying here.
Oo.
Thank you for
So
staying.
okay, now actually really summarize everything. When you have a budget, a plan, it's easier to go and cut down
Wow.
what you're going through, make savings, commercialism, use of credit card. So like for emergencies only. Okay. I think we have a question here. Let me just go ahead and how about yung utang daw, coach? Okay, so I believe you mentioned na lakihan lang yung percentage
Yes.
sa needs.
Oo, hindi mo naman puwedeng bayaran ng bigla ta's hindi na kayo kakain ng isang buwan, 'di ba? So, the key there is consistency. You allocate 5-10% of your income into paying the smallest ones, and then when you
Mhm.
get into the cycle, into the habit of paying it, you'll see yourself finishing it, you know. Of course, you
Yeah.
have to kung
Little
may
by
utang ka,
little.
yeah, kung may utang ka sa tao, keep a good relationship with that person. Wag mo
Mm.
isi-sin-zone, ha,
Yung parang
because
yeah, I was gonna
we
say
owe
this.
yeah, we owe that to that person. So if you need to, ask for extension, more patience because you're just starting
Mm.
up, because that's part of it, so that you
Mm.
can still be trusted. Yeah.
How much do I pay for a financial coach?
Okay. Now, it really depends, no? So Philippines kasi there are a lot of coaches who give their services for free.
Mm.
Okay, but they will also be able to service you. I mean, give you their services then that you have to pay for. So may mga
Mm.
ganon, free consultation, but so far wala pa ako nakikita masyado sa Philippines who are actually charging as a financial coach.
Mm.
Hintayin niyo siguro ako.
Mm. Yep,
Pero
maybe
sa
you can go ahead and probably yung mga simple na tips lang. Let me just go ahead and type in sa comment section yung Facebook ni Coach Hannah. You can maybe message her personally if you have inquiries or questions on like or do financial planning. I
Chris,
highly recommend Coach Hannah kasi she's really into giving her heart, in all of her clients. And I hope makatulong Vanessa. I know Vanessa mentioned that.
yes.
We have one more
Coach,
here.
yeah.
I think na answer natin yung isa.
Oo.
Coach Han, best life coach. Okay.
Thank you,
Uh,
Angelica. Okay.
thank you
Coach
also.
Grace, I have something to share with them. Okay lang ba
Yeah.
quickly? We can
Yes,
put
go
up
ahead.
my slides again.
Mm.
Ayan, ako ba yun? Can you put up my slides again, Coach?
Oh, sorry. There you go.
There. Okay. So if you really want to be connected with me, this is where you can find me. So I am on Facebook with my page is Mana and Money with Coach Hannah. But I'm more active on Facebook, no? And then you can find me on Instagram, or if you want to officially reach out to me in my capacity as an advisor, here's where you can do that. And because you stayed until the end, may QR code ako dito, Coach Grace, because I want to be able to give them a gift, no? So you can just scan this after our call, and then some information there if you want to stay connected with me. And if you leave your email, I will be emailing you this ebook, financial planning ebook, as my gift to you. You read it. Some of the things I taught you today, I got it from there. And so I hope that you get to connect with me. Scan this code na lang din. So thank you, Coach Grace. That's it. Coach, nakamute ka. Ayan.
Ni Coach Hannah, you can go ahead and get in touch with her. All right. So thank you, everybody. I hope na again, this has been a blessing to everyone. May mga personal questions pa here. And, I'll just give the floor to Coach Hannah later on to personally, attend to your questions. If you go ahead and reach out to her personal Facebook and also her Facebook page and also her email and LinkedIn. I think that was Instagram. Thank you, Coach Hannah, for your time. We pray for blessings as you
Thank
have been a
you.
blessing to us as well. And let's just go ahead and pray real quick. Okay. Heavenly Father, we thank you for everyone here, and we know everybody's, Lord, everybody's situation, everybody's need for financial freedom, everybody's need for breakthrough. And we just pray for the financial peace that Coach Hannah mentioned. May it be getting out of debt, and may it be, saving for emergency fund. May it be investing. May it be diversifying our portfolios. May it be investments. May it be insurances. Whatever we need right now, we pray, Father God, that you look into each of our hearts and supply every need. We just declare every blessing that everyone needs today, and just declare also blessing to Coach Hannah as she continues her advocacy to really help people, families, and those that they value. We give you all the glory and the honor in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all. Thank you, Coach Hannah.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye bye, everybody. And before
Bye.
we're going to end, okay, so in order for you to be certified, ito yung sinasabi ni Coach Hannah over and over. And this is also the very message that we want to declare over your life. And that will be the code of this training in order for you to be certified, that you will have financial peace. Okay. So thank you and God bless you all. Bye bye.